There comes a moment in every life when silence becomes dangerous. The body, once obedient and silent, starts to speak in ways it never did before. A stiffness in the morning, a heartbeat that skips once, then twice, a night of restless sleep that feels heavier than the one before. These are not coincidences, these are warnings, and most people ignore them until the body stops warning and starts breaking. After 60, the rules change. The body you once trusted begins to betray you, not out of malice, but out of exhaustion. The heart grows tired, the cells grow slower, and recovery becomes a memory. What used to be just a bad day turns into a week of fatigue. What used to be hunger becomes nausea. What used to be normal becomes strange. But the scariest part, none of this happens suddenly. It happens quietly, slowly, until one day you wake up and realize something's gone wrong, and you can't remember when it started. You pour your morning coffee, steam rises, familiar and comforting, but your body is crying out for something else, water. It's been hours since your last sip, and now every cell is running dry. The brain fogs, the blood thickens, and the risk builds. You don't feel it, not yet, but dehydration doesn't ask for permission. It steals clarity, balance, and strength, and one morning, that single skipped glass becomes the moment you fall, or faint, or never get back up. You tell yourself you're fine. You sit down, open your phone, scroll, read, watch. Minutes turn to hours. Stillness feels safe, but stillness is decay. The blood slows, the muscles weaken, and your body forgets how to live. You earned your rest, but rest without motion is rot. Every hour you spend in that chair is one more your body can't get back. You don't notice it now, but the day will come when standing up feels like lifting a mountain. You try to eat better, so you reach for what the world calls healthy. Boxes with bright labels, 0 sugar, light, fat-free. The lie is printed right there in clean letters, and we believe it. But inside those boxes isn't nourishment, it's chemistry. Artificial flavors, false sweetness, fake nutrition. They trick your body, confuse your brain, spike your insulin, and whisper the quiet promise of control while they corrode you from the inside. The truth is, they don't want you healthy. They want you dependent. A pain appears, small, a joint, a muscle, a twinge. You take a pill, relief. You take another tomorrow, and another. What starts as comfort becomes captivity. Those little tablets don't just numb your pain, they silence the alarms. While they calm the ache, they corrode the core. Stomach walls thin, kidneys strain, blood pressure climbs. And by the time you feel something is wrong, the problem isn't the pain, it's the pills. You tell yourself it's just age, that everyone your age feels this way. But that's the first lie, the most dangerous one. Because the moment you accept pain as normal, you start surrendering to it. The body doesn't break because of years, it breaks because of neglect. Night falls, you're tired, but the mind won't rest. You lie there, eyes open, the clock ticking louder than your heartbeat. You think you're just restless, but your body is screaming for recovery. Sleep isn't rest, it's repair. And every hour you steal from it, you steal from yourself. Miss enough nights, and the fog becomes permanent. You forget names, lose focus, stumble on words that used to come easily. You call it aging. It's not. It's sleep debt, collecting its due. It begins where most people never look, inside. The heart doesn't fail suddenly. It whispers first. A single skipped beat, a pulse that races when it shouldn't, a faint pressure that comes and goes. You think it's stress, maybe tiredness, but inside something is shifting. Arteries narrow, blood thickens, oxygen struggles to move, and every day you ignore it. The walls grow weaker, thinner, closer to breaking. You sit in silence, unaware that the most dangerous war you'll ever face is happening inside you. A war of blood, pressure, and time. The veins that once flowed freely now fight to push every drop through paths that are slowly closing. Your heart doesn't want to stop. It's fighting for you, but it's tired of fighting alone. And yet you feed the enemy every day. Salt hidden in your bread, sugar buried in your healthy breakfast, oils that harden like poison inside your veins. You don't taste them, you don't see them, but your body feels every gram. Your blood carries them like ghosts, leaving traces in the arteries, building walls where there should be flow. Then comes stress, not the kind you can see, the kind that lives behind your ribs, constant silent tension that never releases. You tell yourself it's normal, but stress is a killer, dressed in patience. It eats your heart from the inside out, floods your veins with cortisol, keeps you in a state of alarm long after the danger is gone. And every moment of that tension steals something from you, a breath, a heartbeat, a piece of your life. Your muscles begin to fade, slowly, quietly. One day you notice your arms look thinner, your grip weaker. You walk up the stairs and feel a burn that wasn't there before. You think, I'm just getting older. No, your muscles are starving. They've been robbed of protein, energy, and movement. The body that once carried you proudly is now being hollowed from within because you stopped challenging it. The mirror doesn't show it. Not yet. But inside, the tissue thins, the bones lose density, and the balance, the thing that keeps you standing, starts to vanish. You don't see it until it's too late. One wrong step, one simple fall, and what used to be a bruise turns into a break. What used to heal in a week now takes months. The body doesn't forgive neglect. Then comes the brain, once sharp, now blurred. You forget why you walked into a room. You lose words mid-sentence. You laugh it off, but deep down you know something's wrong. The mind, like the body, needs fuel. Real fuel, not caffeine, not sugar, not screens. Oxygen, sleep, nutrients, that's what keeps it alive. But the modern world starves the mind while feeding the illusion of being fine. The truth is, this isn't just aging. This is the slow unraveling of a system that's been pushed too far for too long. Every bad habit, every skipped meal, every sleepless night, every processed bite, It all adds up, not in days, but in years, until the day comes when you can't undo it. And when that day comes, you won't feel pain first, you'll feel silence. The body stops warning you. The nerves go quiet. The pain fades, not because you've healed, but because your body has stopped trying to fight. That's when the real danger begins. There's a moment, quiet, almost invisible, when your body stops asking and starts warning. You wake up one morning and something feels off. A strange dizziness, a heaviness in the chest. The mirror doesn't look right. Your reflection stares back with tired eyes that seem older than you remember. You tell yourself it's nothing. You drink water, take a deep breath, and move on. But deep down you know, the silence inside you has changed. The truth is, the body never betrays you. You betray it by ignoring the signs, by calling them normal, by pretending not to hear the alarms. Every skipped heartbeat, every shallow breath, every restless night, it was trying to tell you something. You just didn't listen. And when you don't listen, the body takes control. It slows you down. It makes you stop. That's its last defense. The pain you feel is not punishment. It's mercy. It's your body screaming, pay attention before it's too late. But by then, fear sets in. It starts small. Maybe I should see a doctor. Then it grows. What if something's really wrong? Then it becomes denial. I'm fine. I just need rest. And that's how most people fall. Not from disease itself, but from the fear of facing it. Fear makes you blind. It convinces you to ignore the truth, to keep moving as if nothing's wrong. But the body doesn't care about denial. It only responds to action. And every day you wait. Every night you think, tomorrow. The damage deepens. The arteries harden. The mind slows. The muscles forget. Then one day, the body wins. You try to stand, and your legs shake. You try to climb stairs, and your chest tightens. You reach for your phone, but your hand trembles. That's when panic hits. Because for the first time, you realize this isn't temporary. This is the bill for every year of neglect. And yet, there's still a spark. Because even in the darkest moments, the human body is built to recover. The same system that's been breaking can heal, but only if you stop fighting it and start listening. You see, the body isn't your enemy. It's your warning system, your protector, your oldest ally. It doesn't want revenge. It wants balance. When you feed it right, when you move, when you rest, it begins to rebuild. The cells wake up. The blood flows cleaner. The heart grows stronger. The fog in your mind starts to clear. But you have to make a choice, and that choice can't wait, because there's a point where the damage crosses a line, where no supplement, no workout, no medicine can undo what's been done. You never know when that line is, until you've already crossed it. Most people wait for a doctor to tell them what their body has been screaming for years. Don't be one of them. Don't wait for pain to make you act. Don't wait for fear to make you change. This isn't about getting older. This is about surviving yourself. Because the truth is simple. If you keep living the same way, you won't age. You'll erode, slowly, silently, until there's nothing left to fix. But if you stop now, if you fight back, everything changes. At first, change feels impossible. You look at yourself and think, I've gone too far. The damage feels permanent, the fatigue too deep. But the truth, the body is waiting, not to punish you, but to forgive you. It remembers every step you've taken, every breath you've stolen from yourself, and it's ready to rebuild if you let it. The first days are hard. You feel pain in places you forgot existed. You breathe heavier. Your heart pounds louder. You think you're getting worse, but that's not the truth. That's the sound of a body waking up. For the first time in years, it's fighting for you, not against you. You cut the sugar, the salt, the poison oils. You start sleeping when the world goes dark instead of glowing in blue light until 2 a.m. You eat real food, not because it's trendy, but because your life depends on it. You start moving, not for abs or numbers, but because movement is survival. Each step you take is a rebellion against the slow death you once called normal. And then something strange happens. The fatigue starts to fade. The pain begins to loosen its grip. The fog that once filled your mind starts to lift, just a little. It's not magic, it's biology. The same body that was collapsing is now rebuilding, cell by cell, heartbeat by heartbeat. And every choice you make, every time you say no to comfort and yes to life, it listens, it adjusts, it forgives. But make no mistake, the fight never ends. The world around you is built to keep you sick, slow and distracted. Fast food for convenience, screens for escape, pills for silence. Every system around you profits when you stop caring about yourself. The moment you choose to change, you become dangerous, because you've decided to live on your own terms. You'll lose people, you'll lose habits, you'll lose the version of yourself that accepted decay as destiny. But what you gain is everything: energy, focus, control, time. And when that day comes, when you wake up and your body feels alive again, you'll understand something powerful. You were never dying from age. You were dying from neglect. Aging was just the mask. The real enemy was indifference. Look in the mirror now. See the person staring back. That's not weakness. That's survival. That's your body, your mind, your will. Still here, still fighting, still giving you one more chance. So don't waste it. Don't wait for the next warning, the next collapse, the next close call. Start now, not tomorrow, not when things calm down. Because the truth is, time doesn't slow for anyone. Every second you hesitate, your body decides whether to fight or to fade. So fight. Fight with every meal, every step, every breath. Because this, right now, might be your last chance to turn it all around. And when the silence inside you finally breaks and your heart beats steady again, you'll know you didn't just survive, you came back.